I would now once again like to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Abhay Karandikar, sir. Sir, please join us, and I would request him to say a few words to our gathering.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm indeed delighted to be a part of ITU APT Foundation of India and the University of Chicago and IIT Delhi and other colleagues who have joined together to organize this third India Spectrum Management Conference. And I'm indeed delighted to share this dais with distinguished guests whom and also the dais, off dais, many of whom I have known for several years in this telecom area. As you know that I have been associated with the Indian telecom scene now for more than 3 decades. And we are now in a situation where India has emerged not just as a user of the telecom technology, but also as a country which has now rolling out the indigenously developed technology in the area of 4G wireless communications and also going forward the 5G and beyond. We are also become a player now in contributing to the global standards. When we launched the TSDSI, which has now become an organizational partner of 3GPP, and through our 3GPP IMs, we have been now making significant contributions, and I hope that in the next several years, we will be going to make an impact at the global scale in terms of our contributions to the global wireless standards. And therefore, in this context, when we have now beginning to develop an ecosystem of indigenous technology development, also the academia research and IPR contributions, it is therefore quite appropriate that we really contribute towards the spectrum management, spectrum regulations, and also identifying, assigning, and allocating the spectrum which best serves the interest of our country, not only in the wireless telecom sectors, but also in coexistence of other radio services. I have been participating in the DOT on the spectrum discussions several times, and of course I am a wireless telecom technologist, but every time, the WPC keeps reminding that there are 46 other radio services whose interests need to be protected every time, you go to these meetings. And given the fact that indeed, we have a vibrant ecosystem of not just the indigenously developed and deployed telecom technology, but also a very vibrant space ecosystems where we are now going to have a large number of private space industries as well, and also a significant development in the satellite technology as well. There is, I believe, we have a lot to learn from the best practices which may be adopted in other parts of the world, including the United States, to sort of develop an institutional mechanism for enabling the coexisting studies in a participative and transparent manner to address the critical needs and also to have a consensus on the different spectrum bands and feasibility of coexistence of the different radio technologies. And I'm indeed delighted to see that today's conference, in fact, immediately after this inaugural session, is focusing on topics which includes, spectrum sharing with defense services, 5G spectrum issues with aircraft, 5G spectrum for industries, new technologies, spectrum sharing for more and efficient use of the spectrum. And these are all really the topics which require extensive and participatory deliberations in order to come up to some conclusions by learning from best practices from elsewhere in the country. As you know that after developing the 5G technology, also being a part of the development of the 5G ecosystem, we are now indeed poised to develop and contribute to beyond 5G and 6G technologies. The Government of India has launched the Bharat 6G Alliance, and we intend not only to develop the technology indigenously, but also to identify and do research in the spectrum which may be required for beyond 5G and 6G technologies. In this context, therefore, it is quite appropriate that we need to encourage research in a new spectrum band. Particularly, we need an intense research in the terahertz band, where we have a large amount of spectrum from almost 90 gigahertz to 3 terahertz. And I believe that an industry and academia-driven research test beds, which can explore the possibility of developing 6G use cases in the terahertz and other bands can be explored. Today we are in a position to take a lead in several new technology domains, such as sensing, orthogonal sharing, broadband broadcast convergence, convergence with new technologies such as drones, broadband satellites. There is a significant research going on, and I believe that this also gives us an opportunity for identifying the new spectrum bands, including the use cases for spectrum sharing and coexistence with other services. IUAPT Foundation of India and Bharat Bhatia, as you know, who is on the dais, has been leading these efforts for a long time. We have been, of course, contributing in various WRCs, but I believe that a time has come where we can pool all our resources and strengthen our participations, not just in terms of attending the meetings, but making some significant contributions in order to really drive the consensus which really best suits the national interest. I'm indeed delighted to see that we have, and as was pointed out by Professor Monisha Ghosh, that we have an ongoing and significant cooperations with the United States. We heard, Charles Cooper from NTIA. In fact, when I was the director of IIT Kanpur, we were a part of, I was co-chairing the Indo-US Global Challenge Institute. That was set up, and the MOU was signed on the sidelines of G20, which has identified several critical and emerging technologies for cooperation between the United States and India. And telecom is one of the technologies, apart from semiconductors, quantum technologies, advanced materials, and AI. And it is really appropriate, therefore, in the backdrop of that, that we are having our colleagues from the US academia and the spectrum manager, where we can really discuss and see how we can strengthen our collaborations and cooperations in meeting the common goals, that is really efficient use of the spectrum for the public goods and achieving the objectives of all radio services in an efficient manner. So I hope these 3-day deliberations will lead to some fruitful discussions, and we will be able to have some concrete recommendations which will go as an input to WRC 23. I once again congratulate all the organizers for putting together an excellent program. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. With all our due respect, we thank you once again for your presence and delivering such an inspiring speech and your address. We really appreciate your time. You took out your precious time and joined us today.